You ever hear about a kid saving a billionaire's pregnant wife mid-flight and then asking for something that made the billionaire straight up cry? Yeah, that happened. Let me back up a sec. And on a late-night flight from Atlanta to Seattle, most passengers were dozing off, heads buried in headphones, wrapped in those thin airline blankets. But in seat 14C sat a quiet kid named Malik Harris, smart, reserved, and nobody's idea of a hero. Just a high school junior from a rundown part of Birmingham, Alabama, carrying a worn-out backpack filled with dreams and a shiny certificate from a local science fair. 3 rows up in first class. Elena Blackwell, 7 months pregnant and married to one of the richest tech moguls in the country, suddenly started gasping for air. Her husband, David Blackwell, panicked, shouting for help as she clutched her stomach, face pale and trembling. Flight attendants scrambled, but no doctors were on board. The tension went from 0 to 100 in seconds. People looked around confused, some reaching for their phones, others frozen. That's when Malik, this kid with 0 medical degree but a heart way bigger than the plane, stood up and pushed through the crowd. "Are you with the crew?" "A medic," David demanded. Malik shook his head, voice steady but urgent. "No, sir. But I took emergency response training back home. Please, let me help." David hesitated, eyes wild, but desperation won. Malik knelt beside Elena, checking her pulse, listening to her shallow breaths, piecing it together fast. "We need to get her on her left side, elevate her legs, anything to keep blood flowing to the baby." Crew scrambled to find blankets, oxygen tanks. Malik stayed focused, ignoring the dozen eyes burning holes through him. He could hear murmurs. "Who's this kid? He knows what he's doing." Then Elena seized her body, stiffened, eyes rolling back. A nurse from the back stepped in, supporting Malik. They worked together as the pilot radioed for an emergency landing in Phoenix. Malik went to the cockpit, insisting on the best hospital equipped for preterm labor. The plane jolted, people gasped. But Malik stayed calm, whispering encouragement to Elena, telling her to hang on. David sat beside her, tears falling as he reminded her of their dreams, their baby's name, their future. Here's the twist. David Blackwell wasn't just a rich guy panicking. He was a man used to control, influence, power. Yet here, in this cramped first class, it was a teenage boy from a broken neighborhood holding his wife's life in his hands. After the plane touched down, EMTs rushed in, praising Malik's quick thinking. Elena opened her eyes, whispered, "You're not a kid. You're something else." In the hospital waiting room, David pulled Malik aside, eyes wet. "I want to build you a lab at your school, real equipment, real computers. Kids like you deserve that chance." Malik smiled, humble as ever, talking about his robotics buddy, who worked nights just to pay for parts. "It's not about me," he said. "It's about all of us who never get the shot." Weeks later, Malik's school was buzzing with new life engineers, builders, a community finally given tools to dream. But here's what really hits the boy who saved a billionaire's wife wasn't thinking about fame or fortune. He just wanted to finish high school, maybe get a scholarship, and maybe, just maybe, change the world quietly from a seat like 14C. So what do you think? Should a kid like Malik get all that support just because he saved a life? Or is this just a feel-good story, masking deeper issues like how many potential heroes never get a shot because they don't have billionaire connections? Drop your thoughts below. What's the real cost of opportunity, and who gets left behind? Share, comment. Let's talk justice and fairness. Because sometimes the biggest heroes come from the most unexpected places, and their fight is just beginning.